Hello there, I'm Tarn from Tarn YT, and I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I've been a die-hard fan for many years and been playing the games and watching the anime since I was 7. Many people around the world show the same love I have for this amazing franchise, and evenly wait for the newest installment of games to see what new adventures they go on next. Although this may be the case, there's still many people who don't know the wonders of the Pokemon world has to offer. Right now, Pokemon have been working on a DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hey guys, this is Tarn from the future. The DLC appears to have been released already, so these recordings were made 3 months ago. Sorry for not posting for a very long time, so back to the video. When new Pokemon games were added, there will be new mechanics like Terastallize, picnics, or even taking some pictures and selfies with the boys. For those who are not Pokemon fans, or should I say, soon to be Pokemon fans, I'll be showing you guys some basics on how to play Pokemon. There are 122 known Pokemon games. This may include main series and spin-offs. So I'll be discussing about the main series games, since all of the main series games have similar mechanics. Before you play Pokemon, you need to know the controls. Use the D-pad or joystick to move your character or cursor. Use the A button to read text, commands, and accept decision. Use the B button to cancel or running. Use the start button or X button to open and close the menu. Or the Y button is used for using registered held items, ride a Pokemon, or bike if you're playing on these games. Since we finished discussing the controls, let's get right on to your Pokemon journey. When you start playing the game, in some games, you are introduced to a Pokemon professor. In the older games, you are going to play as a boy, until Pokemon Crystal when they added a female player. After choosing, you have to type your name of your character. And also, you have to name your rival. Either your friend, your best friend, your classmate, or anybody else who plays Pokemon. Before you go on your journey, in most games, you get to choose one of 3 starter Pokemon, with their types being Grass, Fire, and Water. Each Pokemon and attacks are categorized in a specific type. So let's talk about typings. There are 19 types in total, with each of them have strengths and weaknesses. For example, Flying is against Grass, Fire is weak to Water, and Steel is weak to Fighting. It's like a rock, paper, scissors dynamic. Learning what's good against what might be challenging at first, but it's actually pretty easy once you figure it out with some common sense. For example, Fire is against Ice because fire can melt ice. Although some Pokemon can have 2 types. The benefits of having 2 Pokemon types are that sometimes one typing can cover the weakness of the other. But the other side of that, sometimes there are Pokemon whose typing have the same weakness, which makes you even more vulnerable to a certain type. This is why knowing the different type matchups is a key to winning battles. But don't worry, you pick it up the more you battle of different types. When picking your starter, it's up to you whether it's cute, favorite, cool, or the best. You can also name your Pokemon when you receive or after you catch. Depending on the game, your rival will choose a typing that is stronger or weak against yours. So let's talk about battles. When you battle a Pokemon, you have to use moves. Moves can also have typings like Ice Beam is an Ice type or Flamethrower is a Fire type. Some moves can have different effects to your opponents or to your own Pokemon. Like Recover can heal your own Pokemon, Thunder Wave to paralyze the opponent's Pokemon, and Growl to lower the opponent's attack. Your Pokemon can learn new moves by leveling up, evolving, TMs, and HMs. Let's talk about status conditions. Status conditions are ailments that Pokemon can receive during battle. These status conditions are paralysis, poison, sleep, frozen, confusion, and burn. All these effects can be cured with potions, berries, etc. TMs and HMs. TMs or technical moves and HMs or hidden moves are items that resemble CDs. They contain moves that can be taught to a certain Pokemon. HMs contains moves that can help you to explore new areas around the Pokemon world. For example, use Surf to travel over bodies of water and Cut to cut down trees. Heal items. It contains potions, berries, and etc. to heal your Pokemon's health bar or status. Although you can heal your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center, it can be found in almost every towns and cities. Abilities. Abilities are a game mechanic that provides a passive effect in battle or in overworld for individual Pokemon. Hidden abilities are special abilities that are really rare. Individual Pokemon may only have one ability at a time. Onto Pokemon X and Y, when some Pokemon can change abilities by evolving. Abilities can affect various aspects of the game, such as causing status conditions, increasing encounter rates, or changing the weather. Pokemon battles includes wild battles and trainer battles. Wild battles is when you encountered a wild Pokemon by walking in patches of grass, caves, and different habitats. You can catch a wild Pokemon by go to your bag and use the Pokemon to catch, or run away if you don't want to. But some Pokemon can easily broke out. You can make the wild Pokemon easy to catch by weak the wild Pokemon if the health bar is on red or yellow. Just don't accidentally kill it, since it's gonna end the battle. But you can gain experience points or EXP to level up your Pokemon once you kill it. Trainer battles. Trainers can be found in most games. You have to beat a Pokemon trainer by beating all of the opponent's Pokemon. If you beat a Pokemon trainer, you earn money. You lose if all of your Pokemon are dead. You will lose your money and get teleported to a Pokemon Center. You can use your money by buying items in a Pokemart. Experience points can help your Pokemon to level up by knock out a Pokemon. It can lead to evolving. Evolving is like a life of a caterpillar or metamorphosis. Some Pokemon evolves at a specific level, an evolutionary stone, or trading. For example, Metapod evolves at level 10 into a Butterfree. Pikachu evolves into Raichu by using a Thunderstone, and Kadabra into Alakazam by trading. Trading requires another person or a friend who plays Pokemon. This can help you to collect every single Pokemon that aren't accessed to your game. That's right, not all Pokemon can be accessed in one version of your game. There are some can be found in one game and not the other. These are called version exclusives. For example, Ekans is exclusive to Pokemon Fire Red, and Bellsprout is exclusive to Leaf Green. If your friend has the other version of your game, it can help you to collect every single Pokemon. Some Pokemon can be hard to obtain, like legendaries and mythicals. Legendary and mythical Pokemon are a group of incredibly rare and often very powerful Pokemon, generally featured prominently in the legends and myths of the Pokemon world, like Mewtwo for example. Some can be found in a specific area and some that are hard to obtain, since it requires events that are limited. Once the event is over, like this Manaphy, you cannot get it anymore, unless someone's gonna trade you a Manaphy. And now I'm gonna tell you guys what your goals are, or how to beat Pokemon. You need to complete the storyline, collect every single Pokemon possible, and become the champion. The storyline have different events in different games, like evil teams or battling a legendary Pokemon. And I already discussed on collect every single Pokemon. So now I'll be telling you guys how to become the champion. You need to earn 8 gym badges from Pokemon gyms. Wait, no, not that kind of gym. This is a Pokemon gym. Pokemon gyms can be found in some towns and cities. Pokemon gyms includes puzzles, gym trainers, and gym leaders. What's unique about them is that most gyms train Pokemon of a specific type. One time they have a rock type gym, when they only use rock type Pokemon. Or another might be a psychic type gym, when they specialize in psychic type Pokemon. Each gym is home to a gym leader, the strongest trainer in that town. If you defeat the gym leader, you were given a gym badge as a proof of your win. After you collect all 8 gym badges, it's now the time you have to compete in a Pokemon League. And yeah, you have quite a bit traveling to do. But it will be worth it at the end once you assemble a perfect team and become the champion. Now there are some exceptions to this, like Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon when you do trials instead of gyms. But they still focus on Pokemon of a specific type, which is the whole point of these challenges. Once you are at the Pokemon League, you have to challenge the Elite Four. Just like gyms, they can be specialized in types, like Lance is specialized in dragon types, or Karen. Yep, apparently her name is Karen. She is specialized in dark types. After defeating the Elite Four, time to battle against the champion. I even record myself battling against the champion to make a demonstration. Alright guys, so time to battle against the champion. And by the way, you have to save your game so you won't lose your progress. And look who's here. My rival and also my best friend. So his first Pokemon is gonna be Pidgeot. Pidgeot is a flying type, so I gotta use Thunderbolt. It's almost one shot. And he uses a Full Restore. He's gonna swap with Rhydon. It did nothing. I'm gonna swap with Vaporeon and use Surf. That did half. Rhydon is ground type, so it's weak to water types. Let's go. One down, go swap out with my starter Pokemon. He used to be a baby Charmander, and now he's a Charizard. He managed to survive, and burn, let's go. With this one hit the Blastoise. Okay, and it's paralyzed, he lives, unless he doesn't use a Full Restore. 3 left. Gonna use Thunderbolt unless he doesn't use a Full Restore. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna heal. He's better not gonna use a Full Restore. And 4 down, 2 left. You'll try to use Yawn and then use Shadow Ball on Alakazam to make Alakazam go to sleep. 1 more. Well, this one shot. And there you have it. That's how you become the champion in Pokemon. After you become the champion, you can watch the Hall of Fame. And there you have it. That's how you can play Pokemon. This franchise is honestly just amazing, from the story to its lore, the adventures, and the endless amount of creatures. I'm sure that everyone can find some enjoyment in this awesome franchise. And I hope that one day you will end up giving a try as well. And that's the end of the video. I hope you like it. If you did, smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. And I see you guys next time.